What up, dudes? This video is just something that I really needed to make because I need to get it out of my head. And I've been thinking about it quite a lot recently, and it's been going on for far too long, 4 or 5 years now. So I was dating this girl back when I was 17. She lived in England, and she's probably one of the only real girlfriends I've had. I call it real because all the other relationships I've been in have been too confusing for me to call them anything. I've already shot this whole video once, and the audio wasn't working, so I'm having to reshoot it, and it's not any more comfortable the second time around. So I had this girlfriend. I'll start with like how we met and what the relationship was kind of like. So we met at a show in, I think, Manchester. I lived in Wales at the time. She lived in Chorley, which is up north of England, and we met randomly at this show. It was a very small show, very crowded. It was like a small room. I can't remember who was playing, but what happened was I started hooking up. I started making out with this girl in the crowd, just for whatever reason. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So, and the person who I was hooking up with, the girl I ended up dating, was her friend. She was also at the show, so I met her that night as well. It's just what young people do. Like, you go to shows of your favorite bands to meet people who also like your favorite bands. So me and the girl that I hooked up with that night, we just started talking back and forth for a while. I ended up going up to Chorley to meet them, found out that I actually liked her friend Mollie more. So it was a bit messy, but I ended up dating Mollie for a bit. Like, she was my first real girlfriend. I had a girlfriend when I was younger than that, but like that was messy. So she was like, we had a very normal relationship. I don't really know how to explain it, but it was very normal. Like, I would have to catch a train from Wales a few hours up north to go and see her, like every weekend or however often I did it. Her parents would let me stay in the house. When I first started going in there, I would have to camp in a graveyard around the corner, and we would tell her parents that I was staying in a hotel, but I was actually in a tent in a graveyard, and she would just come hang out with me during the day. Big respect to her parents for making me do that. I understand when you've got a young daughter, you don't want her boyfriend just living in the house with you. Yeah, I respect them for that. Eventually her parents kind of got to know me better, and when I'd go out there I'd stay in their spare room. I don't remember how long we were together. It was probably like 6 to 9 months. Towards the end we broke up like twice. So anyway, Mollie was a singer. She would sing covers on YouTube. She has a YouTube channel. I wasn't a YouTuber back then. So I had a camera. It wasn't a very good one. It would only shoot like 30-second clips at a time for whatever reason. But she gave me the confidence to start making videos. They had no structure. They were mostly just like shout out videos from my gaming friends. But she just let me film them in her room, and she would hold the camera and film me sometimes, and we made a couple videos. But she's the one that got me into uploading on YouTube because she was already doing it. So I have her to thank for giving me the confidence to start this channel that I have right now. So what happened? Why am I making this video? So we broke up less than a year into dating, and I started my YouTube channel, like properly started it. I was uploading regularly, I was collabing with other YouTubers, and we kind of just drifted apart because we broke up. It was a pretty messy breakup, and then she went on to dating more guys. So after that I didn't date anyone. I just figured I need to get into working. I just figured that I'd rather pursue YouTube than keep chasing girls. So 2012, 2013, I was just making a lot of videos. She was always supportive of what I was up to. She was still uploading covers to her channel. Whenever she wasn't in a relationship, we would text. And I don't think I saw her after breaking up with her. Oh yeah, we went to a show. I've got pictures, 2 pictures of us at that show. I think it was a Skrillex show. That was the last time I ever saw her. Oh yeah, I actually made a YouTube video of that day. Oh wow. 2014, 2015, I'm going back and forth from the UK to America just to collab with people and like go on tours and travel and stuff. And then in 2015, my sister's partner died. And that day I was on Facebook and I saw a post on Mollie's wall saying like, it's been a year, rest in peace, or something like that. I'm grieving my sister's partner's death. And then I find this post about Mollie, and I'm like, what the heck happened to Mollie? I do some investigation and find out she's been dead a year. And no one told me. Her parents didn't tell me, her friends didn't tell me. Everybody I was in contact with back then just didn't bother telling me for whatever reason. And I think it's because the breakup was pretty messy. People thought that we'd completely fallen out, which we hadn't. I mean, we were still in contact for years after we were dating. So she died of meningitis. Let me just read to you what meningitis does and how it kills people. It's an acute inflammation of the protective membranes covering the brain and spinal cord. So what happened was something got inflamed in her brain, and it made her collapse at work. And then 2 days later, she was rushed to hospital. 2 days later, she just died. I don't understand. And I didn't know that until I was investigating for this video. The first time I filmed this video, I was trying to find someone that was in contact with her. And the only person I could find wasn't on the internet anymore. So I had to track him down. And he eventually told me that, yeah, she died from meningitis. And for like 4 or 5 years, I have had no idea what happened to her. Like, she was one of my friends, and she just died. I was dating this girl who is now dead. And just finding that out the same day my sister's partner died. Like, it was such a weird time. The reason I was making this video was because I wanted to investigate and find out what happened to her. Just so I can get some closure, because this has been on my mind a lot lately for whatever reason. And I've never investigated to find out what happened. She wasn't sick. It's just such a crazy thing. Like, I'm in my 20s, and one of my ex-girlfriends has died. And I didn't get to say bye to her. I didn't get to hang out with her before she died. I just feel bad, I guess. I feel bad for not being able to see her at all after we broke up. I could have made more of an effort to like hang out with her or speak to her. I don't know. I haven't had many friends die, so I don't know how to deal with it. She's the reason I make YouTube videos now. She got me into this. She gave me the confidence I needed to start posting. So I have her to thank for all of this, and I wish she was here to see what I've made of it. Like the bads and the good. I wish she was around to see it all. Frick. Like, versus Blackpool together.
Why?
Because it's better than a picture.
Why? What am I supposed to take a video of? Just
the ocean. Down there.
I don't. 10 seconds.
I've already got 8 seconds worth of film. I can close with this. If you've got anyone out there who's either sick or you just don't see very often, but you've loved them in the past, go and be with that person. Go see that person. Go make an effort to let them know that they're loved. If you've got anyone you know is depressed, suicidal, anything, make sure you spend as much time with that person as you can, because they can be gone at any moment. Same with you. You can just die at any moment. I can die at any moment. And it's not something to fear. Like, that's how this all works. This whole game. That's how it works. But you've got to make an effort to, like, make sure people feel loved while they're around. I obviously could have been a better friend, but I'm not beating myself up over it. I just want to stop thinking about it. And I thought that making this would at least give me a chance to get it off my chest so I could stop thinking about it. At least now I know what happened. It doesn't really make it any better or any easier to deal with, but at least I know what happened, because for 4 years I've not known what the hell happened to her. She just disappeared and was dead all of a sudden. I'm not going to leave the link to her channel in the description. I don't want you guys digging too deep into this. I'm really grateful you guys are here, subscribe to my channel, following my journey. I'm very different to who I was a few years ago. I'm totally different. Completely different to how I was when I was dating Mollie. So if you want to see the transformation since I was dating her to now, I've left a link in the description to a playlist where you can watch from the beginning to end. Just skip through and just see how much I've changed while I've been on YouTube. It's kind of insane. I've been on here for 7 years, so that's 7 years of my life that I've been documenting, and you might find it interesting to see what happens to someone in 7 years. Mollie, I miss you, frick. I don't know how to communicate with you. I'm sure you can hear everything I'm saying, but I hope wherever you are, you're having fun. You're still singing. And hopefully this video wasn't too deep, I hope it didn't feel too heartless. Like, I've had to shoot this twice now, so I think the first time I got a bit more emotional, and I don't know. I feel better now that I know what's happened. I'm kind of rambling. Got a new video coming out in a couple days. If you haven't seen the last video, it'll be on the screen right now. Thank you for watching. If anyone you know has died, or you're struggling to deal with death and you're comfortable enough, leave a comment down below. I'll be replying to you guys. Anyone else that's dealt with death, please come join us in the comments and help guide some of the dudes through what they're going through right now. Alright. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.